The Brian Gould Show features content from the internet and current events throughout the world. All photos, videos, names, and other content is for entertainment purposes only. Please don't fall asleep. It's rude.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Brian Gould Show. This is episode number 43. I am back along with my sidekick.
Me?
Yes, you.
Joe, I'm back. Cool.
No, I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm back.
You're black. I'm back.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've done one of these.
Too long.
Too long. What's really impressive is that was a 31-legged race by these Chinese kids. They set a world record. And it's pretty much a wall. We should outsource our wall making for Mexico to these guys and let them build it for us.
Didn't you try tying your legs together and running?
Yeah, it didn't work so well.
No.
No, not at all.
How do you get 31 people all in unison?
Yeah, that's impressive. If you have one chink in the chain, it all falls apart.
Chink. Come on.
Yeah. No, seriously, if you got one chink in the chain, it all falls apart.
Which chink fell?
I'm talking about a chink in a chain.
Oh.
Yeah. Impressive. Really impressive.
That is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Because I remember the old sack races and tying our leg, the two-legged race,
Yep.
two-guy race.
Yep.
Couldn't do that.
You couldn't.
You have to be really coordinated.
Yeah, no, that is really impressive, though. Congrats to those kids for setting a world record for doing that. One extra person on either end might have thrown that off. So.
They would have felt like dominoes or Chinese checkers.
Chinese checkers. Well, our boy got elected president. Congrats to President-elect Donald Trump. And for all of those that are protesting and rioting and...
Stop the nonsense.
Stop crying about it. And for the ones that said that they were going to leave, north of the border is wide open. Have at her. Bye, Katy Perry. Bye, Madonna. Bye, Cher. Bye, Amy Schumer. I hate you.
Bye, Samuel L. Jackson, because I think he was on that list.
Yeah, he was. I hated to see his face pop up.
He can leave and take the snakes on the plane with him.
Yep. Amy Schumer, I hate you, if I forgot to say that. But congrats to Don. We were there to see him the day before here in Sarasota. That was pretty cool.
It was an experience.
Yep.
It was...
about 60 to 70 feet away.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it was like being at a rock concert. It had that feel.
It was pretty cool, man.
We were a part of history.
Yep. We were, indeed. And I'm glad I went.
Me too.
It was a really cool experience.
I got there quite a bit earlier than you, and it was a line a mile and a half long.
It took you, an hour to get in? And I got in 3 minutes?
Yeah. How'd you pull that off?
Remember, I'm Secret Service.
Yeah.
That one lady definitely thought... Man, she believed everything.
Do we tell that story?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. She thought I was Secret Service because you said that, and
there was a guy in the back. He looked like
Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent, thank you.
The Nuge.
And I said something about Ted Nugent being a Donald Trump supporter, and then I said, "There he is now." And she looked back, and she
at the back of the crowd
honestly thought it was Ted Nugent and went up to him.
She's like, "Oh, I got to get it. No, I got to get a picture with him." And I looked at Joe, and she strides off, and I'm like, dude, you gotta stop her. That's not... Sure enough, she walked up and started talking, and then she said he was with some Fox or something.
Yeah, she turned it around on me and said it was a connection for her.
Yeah.
She made the connection with the guy.
She connected with him. He was with part of Fox or something. Thanks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I guess that kind of backfired.
And then later on, she asked, I wonder where he's coming out from, and I said he's going to descend from the ceiling. And she believed it.
Yeah, jeez, oh Pete's, man.
Some people just act gullible.
Yeah, and then you said that I was with Secret Service, and she believed that.
Believed that too, yeah.
Man,
that lady was dumb, wasn't she?
She was a little slow.
A little
slow.
One fry short of a Happy Meal.
And she was missing the whole bag of fries.
Yes, she was.
Jeez, man. So again, congrats to the elected president, Trump. It's nice to see a business guy run the country, and not some crazy politician being corrupt and stealing and giving away who knows what Homeland Security codes and all that other crap that Hillary has been doing.
I think we need that. We need this country to be run like a business.
Yep, I agree. It's long overdue. When the government's not involved in business, then we're not broke. If you ever notice that, that kind of goes hand in hand.
Right.
So, for all the people that are mad that Trump's racist, well, he wanted to keep the Muslims out of America. That's not a race, that's a religion. He wanted to build the wall. That's not a horrible thing, but it's going to cost too much money. I don't see it getting done. And then he's sexist because he wanted to grab a girl by the pee. Well,
yeah.
If you forgot, Hillary's husband there, Bill, was shoving cigars where the sun don't shine in a few different holes in office.
Yep.
And then he's got a kid outside of his marriage. And then Hillary's daughter, and I'm not saying Bill's daughter, Hillary's daughter,
that's
Chelsea.
Not a daughter, that's a horse.
That's not Bill's daughter. Do you know that?
Is that right?
Yeah, that's not Bill's daughter.
Chelsea's not Bill's?
No.
Mr. Ed.
Yeah.
It has to be Mr. Ed's.
And I say that in all seriousness. So all the extracurricular stuff that Trump gets scrutinized for, Hillary by no means is a saint, and thank God that she didn't get in, because she's a liar. At least Trump's up front and smash mouth, but that bitch is a liar, and I'm glad she didn't get elected.
It's I don't want to say funny, but I know I'm not the only person that feels this way about Hillary, but a lot of people connected with Hillary have died over
you might be
the past couple years, and I've read it, where people are coming out with the same theory I've had, that the Clintons are corrupt and they're bad people.
Clintons and the Bushes. I mean, I won't go too much further off on this because I know it bores people when we do the politic part of the show. But Trump beat out the best that the Republican Party had to offer. 15, 16 individuals. He beat them out, and then he beats out Clinton. That says a lot. That a lot of people. It speaks volume that a lot of people
tired of what's going on with the government.
Bingo, and that they have that much confidence in a business person, a real estate mogul, to run the country.
I will say this. I think if a good third party had come in, it would have made it more interesting.
Yeah, and that's I think if anything, Trump technically is the third party. He had to pick the Republican side for whatever reason. I think he kind of got forced into that. But I would see him more as an independent before I'd see him as a...
If Trump had run independently, I don't think he gets in.
No, exactly. No, there's no backing in that independent spot.
So he's your president. Get behind him, or if you don't get behind him, just stop the nonsense.
Yeah, stop crying about it.
Quit burning the flag. Quit pulling people out of their cars and beating them because they voted for Trump.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a Trump shirt today. Somebody come find me and beat me. I dare you.
Yeah, have at her.
I dare you.
And then Kaepernick gets scrutinized, but, whatever. I'll just drop it.
This whole thing makes the thing Kaepernick did look like it doesn't even care.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter. UFC 205 over the weekend. We won't talk about too much sports, but McGregor won another title, and he's the first ever to hold two belts at the same time. Woodley won, which he should have. I don't understand why he was an underdog. That was pretty much the most of the card there. Miesha Tate announced her retirement at the end of her fight when she lost.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
She's lost, what, two
you know,
three?
What I'm hearing from these female fighters, and that's why Rousey said her next fight is her last fight, is all the buildup and all the emotion and hype that goes into this for a fight is just overwhelming. That she'd rather stick with making movies.
Well, yeah, nobody wants to get punched in the face when they can make more money than...
Right, but she said the preparation, the training, the mental, it's just so draining to either have it end in 2 minutes, win or lose. It's done in 2, maybe 5 minutes if you're lucky.
Didn't McGregor come out and say he doesn't want to do any more press and stuff like that?
Because it's grinding.
Maybe if Dana let the trainers train and not do press, and Dana just did the press, then there might not be that much pressure on these fighters.
Yeah, but you need these guys to help self-promote, too.
Do you?
then that falls. It kind of falls.
If you don't see a Conor McGregor come on TV to talk about the fight, but you know he's fighting somebody real
Right,
good,
yeah.
would you still go?
Yes, but no. Yes, but no. Because if you don't hear the trash talking like Conor does, or any of the other fighters do, it doesn't spark that much interest like it should. And I hear what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. You know, cut the schedule back or in half, or cut it out, you know, altogether, every other whatever. But every other event that they fight at. But as a promoter, if it's just on a UFC poster and a few commercials and that's it, it's, you know, turn the lights on and you hope you fill the house.
Okay, let me ask you this. Detroit Lions are playing Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm just throwing it out there. Sunday, Raymond James Stadium. You know of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not one of them come on TV talking about it, but you're going to go because you like.
Well,
the
NFL's
team.
a different animal altogether.
You
know, anything where you have to promote as a promoter, whether it be boxing, MMA, wrestling, those three categories, you have to have your main people talk a little shiz to help draw some interest.
I understand what you're saying.
Do you think Nick Diaz and McGregor would have been as great the first, if not even the second time, if neither one of them grabbed a microphone?
It may have been. It still would have been a good fight.
No,
the fight wouldn't have
I'm not
changed.
talking about the fight. The build up.
The build up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. But
It's crazy, man. A lot goes into it.
But can't Dana do the build up?
He can't talk the smack. That's so organic. It happens on its own.
He can't put those guys over.
Not as much as McGregor can. The other guys maybe.
See, and that's what makes me believe. I don't want to say it's all a work, because it needs that hype.
Yeah, it does.
You know, whatever.
It's too
you
bad.
See Brock Lesnar fighting, or you know it's Brock. You know it's going to be a bam bam fight. You know.
Yeah, but to put all your chips into that and just hope that the turnout is as good as it should be, and that the pay-per-view buys are as good, where you can pretty much guarantee that it's going to be good because you have one of the two fighters talk a bunch of smack about the other one, and boom, you have a successful pay-per-view. As opposed to, hey, I've got McGregor and I've got Alvarez fighting UFC 205. You definitely want to buy it. If not, be there. Blah, blah, blah. It just doesn't have the same appeal.
No, I understand what you're doing. But let them have the time off, and then maybe during the weigh-in.
Yeah, that would be good.
You know, let them have time to train.
Make it a big 3-hour shindig.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Weigh in with
I understand what you're saying.
talking.
Misha Tate, she's lost a few, you know.
I don't know her current record.
Was she that great of a fighter, really?
For the women's division, I mean, the women's division hasn't been around to say that there's been a great fighter in the women's. Even Ronda Rousey has not been around long enough in a weight class to say that she was a great fighter.
She's probably the most well-known, one of the most well-known.
Yeah.
But, goodbye.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But
it is.
My good old Michigan Wolverines got upset Saturday night. That kind of stinks. It'll be nice to see.
Did you riot?
I thought about rioting, and then I fell asleep. So
that's funny. Who'd they lose to?
Iowa. They lost on a last-second field goal.
Oh man,
Literally,
that's the worst way to win.
14-13 was the final.
Wow.
Oh well. We'll get it back next time.
Speaking of upsets, Detroit, not Detroit, Patriots last night.
Patriots got beat.
Yeah. Did you think that would happen?
No, I really didn't. I didn't see them losing to Seattle.
I was just telling my son I didn't think we'd see Patriots lose another game this year.
I didn't think so either. I really, honestly didn't.
Wow.
But yeah, that happened.
Yeah, a couple good games yesterday.
Black veteran says he was refused free Veterans Day meal at Chili's after man in Trump shirt question his something. It cuts off right there.
Is it ethnicity, probably? Maybe he's a light-skinned guy?
No, probably question his political stance, probably. And this Trump stuff is getting
It's getting a
absurd.
bit crazy.
It's stupid. Let it go, people.
I mean, I don't understand it.
Hmm.
They didn't go this crazy when the first black man was
No,
in. They may have had a few problems, but nothing to this extent.
no.
You don't see people rioting. You don't see people burning the flag or pulling people from the cars. It's just stupid.
Yeah, when we've got people showing up to schools shooting, and malls and shooting, and cops pulling guns and shooting innocent people, you're protesting the wrong thing right now, people. A guy that hasn't stepped foot in office yet, hasn't even made a mistake in office yet, and you hate his guts already. Oh well.
I saw a video today, Brian, that made me absolutely sick to my stomach. No, it wasn't my wedding video. Well, but it was a black reporter in the middle of Baltimore, in the middle of a group of black people, and he was going to ask them about the whole Trump thing, and they wouldn't even let him speak. They were threatening to
Really?
beat him up unless he got out of there, and the police were standing there doing nothing. The police were around him to make
Yeah.
sure he was okay, but
There's probably
that was it.
certain rules and guidelines that they were told not to.
I'm sure if they touched him, but they could have shot that reporter dead. And those police had the chance to move those people out of there, and
Didn't
they
do
just
anything
let them
about it.
talk.
That's too bad.
Yeah. This world's going crazy.
Cubs win the World Series. That was pretty nuts. Finally.
Yeah. Didn't Marty McFly predict that in Back to the Future?
1 year off, though.
1 year off.
1 year off. That
But I
was
bet
supposed
you
to
they
happen
didn't
last
vote
year.
for Trump. I bet you they didn't pick Trump.
The
to
Simpsons
win.
predicted it, though.
Did they?
Yeah, there's an episode from, I want to say like 1996, where it shows Lisa Simpson. She just gets in as president, and she talks about she has to go back and fix everything that Trump had done for the last 4 years.
So Lisa Simpson will be our next president.
Or it's predicting that Trump's president, and then we might actually see Hillary get in after the first
After.
term.
I don't think we'll see her. I think she's done.
I hope she doesn't
She's getting
come back.
old, and her health was in question. I think the whole campaign.
I just don't want to see her around the White House at all.
No,
Mm-mm.
no. I don't know what other celebrity would make a good president. Jesse, maybe.
Jesse Ventura.
Would the people have rioted if Jesse had got in there?
I think Jesse could have came. You know what? There's the exception to the rule. I bet you Jesse Ventura could come in, not this election that we just had, but could come in the next election as
And
an
win.
independent and win.
Think about this. Jesse has a background in politics.
Yeah, he's already
so
done
that
that.
would help him.
Schwarzenegger's another one.
Schwarzenegger's not a U.S. born citizen. He can't run.
That's right.
If you can't run for president, how can you be a politician?
It's different at state level.
Is it?
Yeah. Obviously, because he was governor for California, so
Yeah.
the governor.
I'm going to run.
No, don't do
I'm
that.
declaring my
No, don't.
candidacy.
No, you're not. I'm retracting that statement
Retracting
right now.
my state. You
Yeah.
could be my vice president.
I am not going to be VP
Or-
of anything.
First lady.
No, not that
No?
either.
Wow. Do you think after Hillary lost, she went back and beat Bill up? She got all angry. It's all your fault. I didn't get
I
it.
would love to have been a
Smack.
fly on the wall when she found out that she lost that election.
Her mouth had to have just dropped. The whole night, they kept showing the victory parties for both
Mm-hmm.
candidates, and Hillary's was just quiet.
It was emotional. Poor babies.
Yeah. Whatever. Goodbye, Clintons. Goodbye, Bushes. Goodbye.
Sayonara to them all.
Sayonara. We're doomed. This world is doomed.
Oh, well. Well, I guess we can wrap it up. We're at the 20-minute mark almost.
Wrap
already.
it up.
Yeah.
When was the last time you did that?
Ha,
How
ha,
many kids
ha.
you got?
A few. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. We'll have some better subject matter, but we wanted to get this one out of the way because it's been a few days since we've done one.
Presidential It was the presidential
episode.
episode.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's the presidential special episode. Wonder how many people turned off at the first word of Trump.
I'm feeling very patriotic today.
I doubt that.
The
The Patriots lost last night. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm your host, Brian Gould, along with
Joe, I might come back again. Cool.
Yeah, we'll see. If not, maybe there'll be a picketing group in front of the...
Mike V, you go out protest for me.
Yeah, Mike V, leave a comment, because
Yeah.
I'm sure you're probably listening.
R.
Yeah, R.
R.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Peace. East.